Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. She was a kind-hearted and gentle soul who faced the hardships of life with grace and resilience. Unfortunately, Cinderella's life took a turn for the worse after her loving father passed away, leaving her in the care of her wicked stepmother and two stepsisters. Cinderella's stepmother was cruel and treated her as a servant, while her stepsisters were selfish and envious of her beauty. They forced her to do all the household chores and treated her with disdain. Despite the unfair treatment, Cinderella remained hopeful and believed that someday her dreams would come true. One day, an invitation arrived at the house. The king was hosting a grand ball, and every maiden in the kingdom was invited. Cinderella's stepsisters were ecstatic and spent hours selecting their finest gowns and jewelry for the event. As they prepared for the ball, Cinderella could only watch with longing, knowing that she would never be allowed to attend such a prestigious event. Alone in her room, Cinderella couldn't contain her sadness any longer. She sat by the fireplace, tears streaming down her face. Suddenly, a shimmering light appeared before her, and to her amazement, her fairy godmother stood before her. The fairy godmother, with a gentle smile, asked Cinderella why she was crying. Cinderella explained her heartfelt desire to attend the royal ball. Touched by her sincerity, the fairy godmother decided to help Cinderella fulfill her dream. With a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a magnificent carriage, mice into horses, a rat into a coachman, and lizards into footmen. To complete Cinderella's transformation, the fairy godmother bestowed upon her a beautiful gown, glass slippers, and a sparkling tiara. Overwhelmed by the magical transformation, Cinderella stepped into the enchanted carriage and headed to the grand ball. However, her fairy godmother warned her that the magic would last only until midnight, after which everything would revert to its original state. As Cinderella arrived at the ball, she caught the attention of everyone present. The prince himself was captivated by her beauty and grace. They danced together, lost in the enchantment of the moment. Cinderella's heart soared, feeling a happiness she had never experienced before. But as the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's warning and hurriedly left the prince's side, leaving behind one of her glass slippers in her haste. The prince, determined to find his mysterious love, searched the kingdom for the maiden whose foot would fit the glass slipper. The next day, the prince arrived at Cinderella's house with the glass slipper. Cinderella's stepsisters tried their best to fit into the slipper, but it was too small for them. As a last resort, Cinderella's stepmother reluctantly allowed Cinderella to try on the slipper. To everyone's astonishment, the slipper fit perfectly, and Cinderella's true identity was revealed. Overjoyed, the prince recognized Cinderella as his true love. He took her hand and asked for her hand in marriage, which she gladly accepted. And so Cinderella, who had once been treated as a servant in her own home, became the princess of the kingdom. With her kindness, grace, and resilience, Cinderella ruled alongside her prince, spreading love and kindness throughout the land. The story of Cinderella teaches us the power of hope, resilience, and the belief that dreams can come true. No matter how difficult life may seem, with a little bit of magic and a lot of determination, one can find their happily ever after.